Good morning, good morning. I had a pretty good night last night. Where I was camped, was up here in a clearing. This is like a nature preserve, wildlife preserve, like the top of this. And there's a spot where you can camp. There's a little parking lot, a grassy parking lot. There's a couple sites cut out, but they're not ideal. And it's even the far out comments just go to the parking lot. So I did end up, I checked all the sites out. I made a good faith effort not to camp in the parking lot. But the sites, I just couldn't. I had to check out the parking lot first. And sure enough, that was the place to go. But it's in like a meadow. So there's no trees, and we're at a high point. So I was up so early this morning because, first of all, the light was just like really bright, and it was starting to get warm in the tent. And there were a few other people camped around, and they're, at least one of them, it's kind of folks that I guess they think when they're up, everybody should be up. You know, talking in full voice and stuff, which is fine. I mean, I'm no one to regulate, but I don't know. To me, it comes off a little rude because I'm a person that generally likes to sleep in, and I probably could have slept another half hour or so if it wasn't for that. But that's okay. I got coffee. I made coffee this morning. That's how early I was up. And I got on trail. I'm on trail, and this is like an hour and a half before I had. Like lately, I've been getting out pretty late. I mean, I've still been getting my miles. I got 17 with that schedule, so I'm okay. But I've been wanting to get up earlier. This is just the first time it's worked out, so it was kind of perfect for that. I was motivated to get going today. First of all, the first part of the day is relatively easy. I mean, it's a steep downhill, so there might be some tricky parts. But it's, you know, downhill. The day's a little bit cooler than it has been. Well, especially now, since it's still early morning. Well, mid-morning. Yeah, so conditions are great. Potential to have a really good hike today. Although, well, I mean, there's two extra parts to this. That was just the morning. After I finish this down, I will be entering the famous roller coaster. Now, I know not everybody that's watching these has watched Appalachian Trail videos before. So I will briefly describe the roller coaster. It's a series of small hills, like a few hundred feet here and there, like about average. And it's all day. There's like a multitude of them. They are legion. Just going up and up and up and down, up and down, up and down all day. No cruisy middle parts. Just up to down. Now, it's not physically difficult, but I can see the mind-numbing effect of going up and down all day without a break. We'll see what my experience is. I will be sure to let you know. And today is also about partway through the roller coaster, I believe, is the 1,000 mile marker, where I will have 1,000 miles on the Appalachian Trail. It's funny to me. Well, I'll talk more about that when we actually get there. But just the idea is humorous to me, that I am out here and I have almost 1,000 miles on the Appalachian Trail. It's ridiculous to me. I can't, like, even coming out here, I don't think I could truly fathom it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm in a great mood today. Looking forward to today's hike a lot. Like, I haven't really, like, anticipated a day of hiking like this for quite a while. I did notice something yesterday, though. I went to make dinner, and I was going to have some potatoes. Because I got to camp early enough. I brought out the onion. I was going deluxe. I put an extra protein in it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have a big old meal today. Well, I'm searching around for potatoes. I don't have any. The pantry was empty. All I had left was ramen. And I'm like, holy crap. What did I do with all that food? And I must have eaten it, but I kept thinking I had enough. I don't know, unless I can't imagine someone rifled through my thing and took it. I'm pretty sure it had to do with me just eating them and not replacing them and not even thinking about it. Just thinking I had plenty of food. Oh, I've still got this, I've still got this. And coming to Shenandoah, I ate at the waysides and stuff so much that I wasn't really eating them. But it has been a couple days, it has been a few days, and I could have had less than I thought. But there's ways to remedy that. My plan is I'm gonna hike about 14 today. See, and there's a twist here because I'm up early, so it kind of throws a wrench into things. I had a 14 planned, assuming I was going on the same schedule that I have been. You know, getting out of camp at 10. Sometimes 10:30. No, more like 10. 9:45-ish, 10 o'clock. Sometimes 10:30. But now I'm out of camp out at 8:30. I have 2 extra hours. That's 4 miles. If, you know, I don't take a bunch of breaks and stuff. So if I'm just hiking with minimal breaks, I could do big miles today. The problem is, the reason I was stopping at 14 something is because there's a hostel, the Bear's Den. I mentioned it before. That's just a little bit away from that, like it would be a Nero. But now, this puts the Bear's Den in reach today. If I hustled and, like, I could get there at a decent hour. And therein lies the rub. Do I want to push miles to do that? And I don't think I do. I really don't think I do. So I'm going to see what happens. If I'm doing good and things are going great, I don't know how what the roller coaster is going to do to me. I seem to, you know, little climbs with a break going down. That appeals to me on paper. We'll see what happens when we get down there. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting day, full of events. I'll be one day closer to Harper's Ferry. Look forward to either a remote chance of a hostel tonight, which, while normally that would be appealing, it's also, I need time at the hostel to charge things, to upload things. Plus I can get something to eat there. They have pizza and stuff, so. And then the next day, there's a grocery store right on trail, so I'll be able to resupply. I'm not gonna starve. I'm not out of food. Just, I thought I had more than I did. Really crazy. I don't know how that happened, but it did. But it'll be remedied and it'll be fine. And yeah, this has been a good section so far for me. We'll see. Hope that holds out. I'd like to roll into Harper's Ferry, like, feeling great about things, you know, start the next phase of the hike. I guess that's, you know, why Harper's Ferry still is the considered the spiritual halfway point of the AT. it's where your attitude kind of takes a turn. You're on the other side, you know. And the actual physical one, it's either in Maryland or PA. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I'll find out. Yeah, anyway, I want to get this, want to chip away at this day, gives you a little bit down the trail. All right. Look how well this part of the trail is maintained. It's really immaculate. Probably the reason for that is we are in a state park. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. I'll try to remember to edit in the name of the park or mention it later. Or I'll probably do neither. I will try. Anyway, so yeah, just want to use it as a excuse to say, you know, go visit your state parks. A lot of times, I don't know, I found state parks sometimes, it really depends on the state and the park itself. They really tend to be as good, or sometimes in some ways better than the national parks. I mean, the National Park Service has all the really good ones, but you know, state parks are no slouch. So yeah, and they usually have hiking trails and stuff too. I'm gonna have to think about that more when I get home, because I've noticed today, I'm really enjoying taking the pictures out here, and I'm trying to get more. You know, there's only so many ways to take pictures of the woods. So when I see something novel or just a different way of seeing something, I'm starting to get a little more artsy with my pictures, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm kind of enjoying the art of it, you know, art aspect, like trying to make artsy pictures. Something visually striking, not just something, you know, depicting a moment, but a scene. Whatever, I'm getting all artsy fartsy. I'll talk to you a bit down the trail. So I just talked to a rabbit. I was taking its picture. I've been taking so many pictures today. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna, at the end of this, I'm gonna have to call it a bonus feature. the whatchamacallit, the slideshow today is going to be epic. It's probably going to be like, I'll probably have to play the entire theme song just to get all the pictures in. I've taken like probably close to a dozen pictures just this morning. Anyway, I was talking to this rabbit. Hold on. Morning. Anyway, excuse the French. So I was talking to this rabbit, if I have to say that one more time, talking at it, more like, because it stopped, and it was in a good spot, and I didn't want to spook it. I wanted to get the picture, so I was speaking to it to soothe it, to assure it that I wasn't going to hurt it while I took the picture. And I took the picture, and I said, there you go, you're a model now. And as the rabbit was running off into the brush, because he knew his session was over, or her session, I don't know. It looked pretty androgynous to me. As it was running into the brush, I said, enjoy your riches and your bulimia. So yeah, I roasted that rabbit. Not in the, ooh, that would have been nice though, to roast that rabbit. Anyway, I just wanted to get that stupidity off my chest. See you down the trail. There it is. 1,000 miles. What do you know? Whew. That's a lot of walking. That is a lot of walking indeed. And that's at kind of the end of a big climb in the roller coaster. So that's what all the that's what all the sighing and releasing of air is about. Although I'm kind of in awe that I walked 1,000 miles. Got about 3.5 miles to where I plan to camp. I decided I'd rather camp today and Nero into Bear's Den tomorrow. Just get my money's worth. It won't be too far to Bear's Den tomorrow. Probably, I think, less than 5 miles. So that'll be nice. Chill out. It's right off the trail too, so I don't even have to like fool with shuttles or anything like that. So that'll be really nice. Hopefully, I don't even need enough resupply to get to Harper's Ferry because there's that grocery store right off the trail. Well, not grocery store, but kind of convenience store or whatever. The day after I leave Bear's Den, so that'll all work itself out. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Getting really close to Harper's Ferry and a new phase of the journey. The second half. It will be so the next couple miles are fairly easy stuff. Some ups and downs, but like really little ones. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of chill out and catch my breath here, and I will get back with y'all down the trail.